What's going on? It's your boy Cam at Cam's Crappie Hole YouTube Fishing. I want you guys to tell me so far. You remember on my last couple of videos, I told you guys you're stuck with me for a while. Down in the comments, let me know how you're feeling about being stuck with me. You're going to be stuck with me again for another 3 weeks. I want to mention to you guys, I got about 35 days before I'm on the water searching for pre-spawn crappie. All right, so on today's segment, I'm going to talk about your equipment, what you have, and how you can fish like the pros. I got several friends that fish the Crappie Master circuit, and I talk with them all the time. A lot of them are using my diesel built hooks. I'm not going to go into names, but today we're going to do something special, and we're going to talk about your equipment, what you got, what you picked up from the big box store that you thought was a deal. Okay, I'm going to cover your entire outfit except for the line, the fishing line. Okay, and by the way, this is what I've been using for the last 11 years. I'm going to have this hyperlink to the 6-pound high-vis monofilament. I use the high-vis green and I use the high-vis camo. Okay, I'm going to have the hyperlink right down there below so you can pick some of this up. I don't spool mine up with nothing but just this. Okay, when I'm spooling my own line. Okay, this is what I use. Okay, it's 2,040 yards, not feet, 2,040 yards for like $9. Okay, so I'm going to have this hyperlink. Everything you see in this video, you're going to be able to get right below this video in the description. Okay, I'm going to have the hyperlink right down there. So all you have to do, you don't have to listen. A lot of you guys have been following me for a long time. You notice that I do ABC 1, 2, 3 type stuff. Cam is a very, very simple channel, and I show you exactly what I'm using. Plus, on top of that, you can pick it up right here. So 11 years I've been doing this, and all I do is simple stuff. I was a crappie fisherman just like you guys. And the difference is I chose, with the support of you guys, I chose to turn around and reinvest this money to develop our own crappie rod and reels and our own plastics, which you can see behind me in the buckets, okay? And also my diesel built hooks and my nasty bin hooks, okay? That's all I did. That's the only difference between you and I, and not to mention that I carry a camera wherever I go. Okay, you can see we're getting our shipments in. They're periodically coming through for 2025, and you guys can take advantage of a lot of our 2024 stuff right now, which will benefit you and help you save money. Okay, right up in the top left or right hand corner, you're going to see hooks. You can, anything that you put in your cart, you can save on that 10%. We always, since 7, 8, 9 years, we've been giving that to show our love. You give love where you get love. Okay, so hooks, you'll see it up in the corner. So at checkout, when they ask you for a promo code, you punch in hooks, HOOKS, 10% off. Okay, I want to make sure that I don't get ahead of myself. Look, I'm out here, my nose is running. It's cold. Rain, sleet, or snow, baby, Cam got to get it, okay? Because as I mentioned to you at the top of the segment, I want to talk to you guys about what you're using, okay? And how you can up your game, one up to fish like the pros, okay? I'm going to cover everything from your rod, your reel, to your plastics, and my new diesel built hooks, okay? By the way, some of you guys on my last segment a week and a half ago, we received a ton of orders for that diesel built hooks, and now they started arriving. That means it went by the postmaster. As in my last video, if you go to my channel, spend time on my channel, you'll be able to find the last video that I just released. I went and sat and talked with the postmaster, and he told me I could, but I couldn't. He didn't say yes or no. So I'm taking that as a go. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk fast, guys, because we got rain coming in, it's stopping, coming in. So I may have to cut the video if it starts raining too hard. I'm gonna have to cut and then redo it all over again. Okay, let me cover our reel. Okay, I'm just gonna show you just simple aesthetic stuff. Okay, just simple aesthetics. Look, this is my reel. You can see the difference. Look how bulky this is, and look at mine. This one right here, this is one of my reels that comes pre-spooled professionally. Look how big this is. Look how big this is. You ever heard that saying, guys, you got to have the right tools for the right job? Listen, we're crappie fishing. We're crappie fishing. We're not going fishing for no mullet. We're not going fishing for no speckled trout. We're not going fishing for catfish. We're fishing for crappie. Plan B, shell crackers, big bull bluegill. That's all we fish for 11 years now. That's what we're looking for. You don't need this. This ain't what you need, okay? A lot of you guys get this big bulky stuff at the big box store and go home and think that you're, hey man, I got a deal. No, you did not get a deal. You didn't, okay? If you're fishing with your rod and your reel and you can tell, like my items, if you can tell whether it's a head shake or a thump, you're fishing with the right equipment. When you got that big bulky stuff, man, that ain't what you're looking for. You're looking for ultralights. Okay? 3 out of 4 times a crappie will taste your plastic and you won't even know it. That's the difference. Okay? So, again, guys, I'm talking to the guys that want, for 2025, that want to up their game, that are tired of losing crappie. Time they get to the edge of the shoreline, time they get to the boat, you got him on for a few reels, you're battling, and your pole goes straight or your line goes limp. Look, don't do that no more. Okay? Don't do that no more. So I'm not looking for everybody. I'm looking for those guys that really want to turn their game up and want to fish like the pros. Okay? So, with that being said, guys, let me take you off of the camera, and I'm going to show you several things in actuality. I'm going to show you several things. Number one, I'm going to show you how I rig my diesel-built hooks to go with my plastics. Listen, I'm going to cover your rod and reel combo, okay? Whether you want the entry level, whether you want my workhorse in the middle, or whether you want my signature series. I had a guy told me the other day, he said, "Kay, I'm listening, either I do it big or I go home." I get that, okay? And that's my signature series that has the titanium gears, has the titanium guides, it's pure carbon fiber, and I want to add this. All of my rods are pure carbon fiber. We start with carbon fiber blanks, all of them. So no matter what you get, it's carbon fiber. Well, Cam, what is carbon fiber? Listen, you Google it for yourself. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail, but it is one of the strongest man-made substances on the planet. Plus, it's ultra light. My rod and reel combos, guys, to give you an idea, a metaphor that you can understand, it's just like fishing with 3 pair of household scissors in your hand. That's how light it is. Okay, so when you're going crappie fishing, guys, you got to chase them. It's a finesse game. And when you're fishing for big bull bluegill and you feel that rod bending and you got an ultralight, that's where you live, right there. Now, it's sort of like let me see if I can figure out a metaphor that you guys can recognize with. It's sort of like going into a china shop with a sledgehammer versus going into a china shop with a Q-tip. That's the difference. That's when you come and see Cam at Cam's Crappie Hole. Okay? That's when you come and see me. Listen, there ain't no doubt that I have the sharpest hooks in the world. I dare anybody to challenge me on my hooks. Okay? I dare anybody to challenge me on my hooks. We definitely got the sharpest hooks in the world. Okay? So when you get them, when you receive them, that's why they stopped me the first time, the postmaster, USPS, from using them, because they said they were like syringes. People can get hurt from touching my hooks, okay? So let me show them to you. Let me get straightened out here, guys. And listen, get yourself sick, get yourself something to eat, get yourself something to drink, chill out, and watch with your own eyes. Don't believe me, just watch with your own eyes. If you need more evidence, go by my channel, guys. I got almost 1,700 segments on my channel at Cam's Crappie Hole. Hold tight. Yank! So, today is the 29th of December, okay? So we're still in 2024. I mentioned to you guys, I'm gonna show you ABC 1, 2, 3 type stuff. We're gonna cover the combos, the rods, and get you ready set for 2025, because pre-spawn is going to be here within 35 days. I'm back on the water. Remember, I'm down here in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? So if you're in the surrounding areas, you can just about judge your weather as to what's going on. Okay, now, let's cover the rod and reels. Now remember, up there in the corner, you see 10% off hooks, HOOKS. I think it's S. I'm not really sure, but you'll see it up there anyway. And also, guys, I got a promo code on my signature series, only my signature series. But listen, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's cover the entry level. These are my pre-spooled. This is the emerald, They come as a combo, as a set. You can see right there, 3-ball bearing. Both of these are 3-ball bearing. All 3 of these are 3-ball bearing reel. They come professionally spooled, machine spooled. If you don't like dealing with fishing line, they automatically come spooled, okay? But that's 8-pound mono that's on there. I would take that 8-pound off and run that high vis. Matter of fact, look, I can show it to you. That's what it comes with right there. That's 8-pound mono, and I take that off and I put on the 3-pound. I'm sorry, the 6-pound high vis, okay? So if you can see very well, then you know you like that line, you can stay with it, okay? But it is professionally spooled. All right. So these are my entry levels. You'll see me run these quite often, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. All right. So I'm going to break it down into categories so you'll be able to see. So you can go ahead and get your combos. Now remember this: every single one of my rod and reel combos come with free shipping. Okay. So let me cover this real quick. We have so much we have so many items, guys, that we have 2 stores. We got Cam's Crappie CamsCrappieHole.com, which you can see right now down at the bottom of the screen, right? Also at the back of this video, I'm going to show you how to port back and forth between our 2 stores. Our second store, which is our overflow store, you can buy a reel to go with your favorite rod, or you can buy a rod to go with your favorite reel. We sell things separately over there in Cam's Crappie Combos. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to click the red banner right at the end of this video, a little short tutorial how you can just port back and forth, like Star Trek, port back and forth between the 2 stores without having to punch in the URL and so on and so forth. Okay, so if you needed a reel to go with your favorite rod, or you need a rod to go with your favorite reel, you can just go to Cam's Crappie Combos. Okay, I got you guys covered. For 2025, guys, I'm going to help you guys land more fish and more crappie in the boat. And I want to kind of say this to you as well. There ain't nobody else on YouTube that can offer you who has their name, look, on these rod and reels, and you guys can reach out and touch him all the time. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Some of you guys say, man, Cam, I can't believe you answer your phone. Of course, man. Everything that leaves out of my warehouse has my name on it, so therefore I'm responsible. You guys have to remember I'm old school. I believe in customer service, okay? So, all right, here's the 3-ball bearing. You can get it in the emerald, or you can get it in the magic stick. Okay, it's up to you. With the silver and black, or you want the emerald green and black. It's up to you. Okay, you can get it in a 6-foot, 6'2", or 6'6". Okay, it depends on what you prefer. All right, let's move that to the side. Remember, I want to tell you guys this. Everything that you're looking for is right down there in the hyperlink. Okay, my workhorse in the middle of the road. In the middle of the road, this is called my red and black warhorse. This is my warhorse. This is actually my rod and reel of the year. Okay, look at that. 8+1 ball bearing. Listen, if you get a chance right now, go and take a look and see how many ball bearings that you have in your reel. That's 9 ball bearings. That's my 8+1. This is quite possibly pound per pound for the dollar. Look what I got it strung up with already. You see that? I'm ready for spring. Okay, this is my red and black warhorse. My cams, you can see right there, it says G1. This is my first generation. Okay, G1. She's all black. Look, she's glossy black here, matte finish here. Look, you can see the ceramic coated guys. I got everything ready for you. This is the middle of the road. Okay, this is my workhorse. All right, here's the beginning. Here's the entry level. Here's the middle. All right, listen, some of you guys, you heard me say earlier, Cam, listen. Either I go big or I go home. I get that. I totally get that. These are my signature series. Okay? These are my signature series. Matter of fact, let me show you how they come in a sleeve, the rod. When you order it brand new, look, it comes just like this in a sleeve. My signature series. 6'6", 2-piece, ultralight. Okay? It comes in a sleeve, so you'll be able to, again, it ships to you 2-day air when it leaves here, free of charge. Shipping is $22 alone. All right, let's go over cover a little bit of detail and colors. 11 ball bearing reel, titanium guts, carbon fiber rod, titanium guides. Okay, this right here is called the Thunder Blue. All right, all of my signature series are 6'6". All of them have titanium guts. All of them are 11 ball bearings. Go look in the back of your trunk. Go look in the back of your car. Check and see how many ball bearings you have. This reel right here is ultra smooth. Okay, every single rod that leaves out of here that ships to you guys comes with a accidental replacement for life. Every single one of them. Nobody else offers that in the world. 5 years from now, we're still fishing with you. And let me tell you this as well. All of mine are like this. You break your rod, you roll it up in the window on the way going fishing. All you gotta do is call me, Cam. Listen, I just broke my rod. I need a replacement. All the details are on the website. Okay, you don't have to send me back no picture. You don't have to send the rod back. You don't do any of that stuff. All you do is get in contact with me. Let me see the order. Let me look it up. Boom, there you go. That's all you have to do. All right. If you're reel or the rod, we'll replace it. Okay, here's the Thunder. I'm going back to what I was speaking of. Signature Series, Thunder Blue, #1 seller, blacked out titanium. She's all black. Okay, EVA split grip, Fuji reel seat, 6.6. Look, matrix red. I'm going to try to run through this, guys, because I'm trying to make this video short, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Here, this is the matrix red. Look, this is the orange Poseidon. Wow. That's quite possibly one of my favorite. I got to say the blue, though. I don't know. The blue, oh, the silver. Listen, this is the silver stallion. Wow, man, I can't depict which one is my favorite. And look, on top of that, here's the white ghost. Let me show you the white ghost. So you got the white ghost, the silver stallion, the orange Poseidon, the matrix red, the blacked out titanium, and the thunder blue. You choose which one you like better. Signature Series, all of them are 6.6. My black and red Warhorse, or the 3-ball Baron entry level emerald green, or the black and silver. You decide. Now remember, if you want the entry level, you can get in a 6 foot, 6'2", or 6'6". It's up to you. Okay, and I want you guys to remember this. Right down below here is the hyperlink. So don't worry about having to go through the store. Even though you see the URL right below camscrappyhole.com, don't worry about that. All you got to do is just go in the description, look for the title, boom, just click it. It'll take you automatically to the store. Okay, listen, this is what I'm getting ready to cover now. My plastics. That's 30,000 pieces, and you guys don't see me pushing this gold rush anymore, because we're just about sold out. You remember I started this in fall. I dropped that gold rush in the fall. Okay? And I'm going to do a head-to-head video. I generally run the curly tail. This is that fireball red. Okay? I generally run the curly tail in spring, but I'm going to do a head-to-head with I'm going to have one pole laced up with the curly tail, and I'm going to have another pole laced up with that stinger shad. And I'm going to cast and retrieve. I'm going to see which one I catch more of. Look at that. Can you guys see that hologram flake in there? It illuminates in the water. You know, crappie have big eyes, okay? All you need is that edge. We're the only people that carry that hologram flake in there. Look at that flake in there. Can you guys see that flake? You can also see it in the fireball red. Look at this. Look at the fireball blue. Look at that hologram flake in there, okay? Listen, here's the black and chartreuse. Look at that. Look at that hologram flake in there. Okay? We're the only people that carry at Cam's Crappie Hole that hologram flake in the body. All you need is the edge. Look at this. This is exclusive color of Cam's. Monkey Milk and Chartreuse. Look at this. I'm going to be running that too. Okay? And also the Stinger Shad. I offer it the black and Chartreuse. Cam, if on the circuit, the Crappie Master, black and Chartreuse ain't working, we take off black and Chartreuse and we put on black and Chartreuse. Okay, so that's 30,000 pieces there, 30,000 pieces here, 30,000 pieces there, 30,000 pieces here, 30,000 pieces here. Look at that fireball red. 30,000 pieces here and 30,000 pieces there. Guys, I'm loaded. I'm loaded. Nobody else on YouTube can drop this type of swag on y'all except Cam. That's it. And 11 years running, guys, and we're just getting powered up. 11 years running. Look, you need a backpack tackle box. I got you covered. Look, it has the Plano boxes already, just like that, and it's water resistant. Okay? So I got everything covered. Matter of fact, let me show it to you. Look at the back. Look at that. See the straps on there? It's a backpack tackle box. Okay? My personal one weighs 20 pounds right now. You can see the rod and reels up there. Okay, listen. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to lace up a few of the plastics with that diesel built hook, and I'm going to show you guys the difference. Let me put you back on the pedestal so I can show you how I lace them up, and I'm going to show you the difference between the hook that all of us grew up with now, me notwithstanding, all of us grew up off of this little hook. This is why you keep losing crappie. This is why you keep losing crappie. Okay, I want to make sure you guys are still with me. Okay, so we got everything covered. We're gonna recap. Okay, so we covered the rod and reels, right? We covered the rod and reels. You guys saw the plastics. You guys saw the plastics. Okay, you saw my fishing line. What I've been using for the last 11 years. I'm gonna have the hyperlink for that right down. So I'm covering everything that you need. You saw the tackle boxes, right? Everything is a one-stop shop. You don't have to go anywhere else. Right here, plus free shipping. Plus, up there on the top, you get 10% off everything in your cart. All right, let me get you set up. I'm going to show you how I'm going to string my curly tails up with that diesel-built hook. Guys, I do not know how long the postmaster is going to allow me to ship these through the mail. The last time they stopped me within about 2 months. Okay? I got a knock on my door. So listen, if even you remotely think that you may want this hook, you better get it. Because pre-spawn is going to be here, guys, the first full moon in February. Your boy Cam is back on the water, okay? With plastics. I'm not using minnows. I'm using my plastics and that diesel-built hook. That's what I'm running. Let me show you the diesel-built hook. Sit back and relax, guys. Let me get to it. Yank! Listen, just like last time, look, let me show you guys this. You see all those boats back there? You see all those boats? Okay, we still got some more back there, all the way back there at the back. These guys back here for the last 9 years have been using my diesel-built hooks because they fish with me. I wasn't able to ship it to them. I can hand them to them. I can hand them to them before we get ready to go out on the lake. So they've been buying from me for the longest time. But now, guys, the diesel-built hook you can pick up right now. You can take advantage while the postmaster says, listen, I'm not going to tell you yeah, I'm not going to tell you no. Listen, my college coach in college when I played ball, he told me, he said, Cam, ain't nothing illegal till you get caught. Okay? So listen, let me let you, so you can see the difference. Look at the diesel-built hook. Both of these are 1/16, but look at the hook. That's why you keep losing crappie. Look at that little bit sticking right out of there. You see that? Let me make sure I got it so I can show it to you real good. You see that diesel-built hook? Look at that. Both of these are 1/16 jig heads. Both of them. But look at that hook. Now I catch 9-inch crappie and I catch 16-inch crappie with that same hook. But this is what we grew up off of. Let me throw that one out here. That ain't what you need. You need that diesel-built hook. Let me show it to you again. Look at this. Here's that grape. Let me show it to you. You see the difference? Can you see the difference? That's that grape. Okay? This is that candy apple red. Look at that. You see that little nub right there? That's a number 2. I'm laughing because I grew up off of this. I should have known better. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep losing crappie. Look at that. There's the black. That's the glossy black. Look at that big ugly hook. Look at that. Okay? And let me tell you this. This is the sharpest crappie hook in the world. I saw somebody's video say, I wonder why nobody ain't making a sharp crappie hook. They hadn't seen my diesel-built hooks. Okay? They have not seen my diesel-built hooks. Look, that's that hot pink. Let me put it in there so you guys can see the difference. You see that? You see that? Now again, look at the diesel-built hook after it is laced up. Look at that. Okay? Look. There's that bright orange up against that diesel-built hook. Now I'm going to tell you, if somebody asks you to borrow a hook out of your tackle box, this ain't the hook that you want to give them. This ain't the hook you want to give them. You want to give them this hook right here. Look, here's that sky blue. And also one that I don't have in here yet, that John Deere green. Okay, I'm going to put that one in there, that right down there in the hyperlink as well. That's that sky blue. Let me see if I can show it to you. Look at this. That's that cloud white. Okay, can you guys see that, the difference? Let me see if I can put it over here again so you guys can really see the difference. Look at that. You see the difference? That's why you keep losing crappie, because of this. Guys, 2025 is going to be here. Let's do something different this year. Let's not lose a lot of crappie. And also I'm going to get back to plastic. I was supposed to be putting you guys on the pedestal. Listen, my plastics come in a 100-pack and also in a 35-pack. Okay, you're a grown man with a mortgage and a car note. Don't be out there getting 9 pieces of plastic, 10 pieces of plastic. Go ahead and get you some so you have to come back and see Cam no more. Go ahead and pick up your 100-pack or you pick up your 35-pack. In the 100-pack, you get 40% more when you buy a 100-pack versus a 35-pack. Plus, these come with free shipping, the 100-pack. Okay, all you gotta do is go right down there to camscrappyhole.com. Let me put you on the pedestal so I can look in your eye, and I'm gonna show you how I lace up a couple of these plastics, and then we'll be out of here. Do not call me and complain, Cam, I got stuck. Cam, everything that hook touches, it grabs. Branch, tree limb, stump. Dude, I'm telling you, right now, as soon as you get this hook, you do this. Don't do it hard. Do it very lightly. Very lightly. Okay? Very, very lightly. There is no sharper hook in the world for crappie than this diesel built hook. Okay? You saw the colors, the grape, candy apple red, the glossy black, hot pink, the bright orange, the sky blue, the cloud white. I think I even got a couple of colors. Oh, let me show you this one. If you guys still want to rock, with the non-painted, I got it as well. Okay? I mean, it's ugly. All these hooks are just the same way. Okay? Oh, also if you want the Minnow head, look, guys, I got so much stuff. If you want the Minnow head, I got it in the Minnow head too. Okay? So unpainted. Look at that hook. Look at the bend in that hook. Listen, if it's a catfish, if it's a bass, if it's a yellow perch, whatever this hook hooks, it's over. He's coming in the boat with you. There ain't no ifs and buts about it. Now I'm telling you guys this right now. It is the sharpest hook for crappie in the world. Listen, you don't need to shop no more. This is it. Let me put this one back on here. I'm gonna get ready because I start getting off in my tangents. Well, Cam, what hook are you running? You guys already know. Okay. Let me tell you this. When you see me catching 9-inch crappie during the spring, you see me catching 14, 15-inch crappie in the spring, you know what hook I'm running. I'm running that diesel built hook. Okay? Let me show you how I'm going to do. You remember I said I'm going to do that head to head. This is that gold finger. Okay? Look, this is how I string it up. This is the top. Think of it like a fish. Dorsal fin up top, right? The belly's under the bottom. Okay? You want that hook to stick out right here. All right, you know, in some areas, let me see if I can show it to you. In some areas, they call crappie paper mouths. Okay, a lot of you guys out there setting the hook too hard, and you're ripping the hook right out of the crappie's mouth. Look at that. That's that orange on that gold finger. You guys see that? That's how it's supposed to sit, just like that. Just like that. So when it's swimming through the water, it's going to look like this. Crappie come up behind it. And I want to tell you guys this. You know crappie have those large mouths, right? Okay, remember, crappie is a panfish, but they got extra large mouths. Look, diesel built hook. Boom, he's on. You don't have to set the hook to do all this. Look, just raise the tip of your rod up. My carbon fiber, you'll be able to feel every little thing that's going on at the other end of that line. I'm telling you, because it's made out of carbon fiber. Let me tell you this too. You will be able to feel the difference between a little baby bluegill or a baby bass getting the tail because you'll feel a head shake. That's a head shake. That's a head shake. You'll be able to feel it because that rod is an extension of your arm. You can feel it. I can sit here and be talking to my buddy and I feel it through the line. I know that's a head shake. That's a little brim. I'm not interested in that. Or either a little fingerling bass. I'm not interested in that. But when it's a crappie, you're going to feel one single thump. Boop. He's on. Raise your tip up and just reel. That's all you got to do. If you want to see me do it, go watch some of my videos. Don't believe me. I'm documenting. I've been doing this, guys, for over a decade. Over a decade, and we're rolling into 2025. Okay, look. Check this out. Watch this. Monkey milk and chartreuse, right? Monkey milk and chartreuse. Look at this. This is the curly tail. I always rig mine up the same way the hook is. See the tail? The hook the same way. Okay, so when you're pulling through the water, that propeller is doing what it's supposed to do. I'm going to show it to you how I do it. It's like this. I hope you guys can see me on camera. Boom. Turn it over. Boom. Look. Push it up on the collar. Look. Boom. Candy apple red. Look at that. That's how it's going to look. Just like that. Let me straighten it up. That's how it's going to look, guys. Monkey milk and chartreuse. And that diesel built hook. Just like that. Okay? Guys, Last 2 days in December, 2 or 3 days in December, I'm getting ready to roll. Remember, 35 days, you're stuck with me. You're stuck with me. Listen, also I'm going to supply my phone number up there. You guys can see my phone number. I want to make sure I put that up there so you guys can see that. Call me. The only difference is, guys, I carry a camera around with me everywhere I go. I try to tell a lot of you guys, listen, if you know somebody that uses my stuff, ask them about my stuff. Guys, I have a 86% return rate on my customers. Once they use this diesel built hook, once they use that nasty bin hook, they're coming back. You hook. Okay, Cam, real quick. What sizes do I need when I'm going out on the water? Listen, you need the 1/8, depending on how deep you're fishing. Number one is the 1/16. I roll with the 1/16. But if you're casting and retrieving, and if you see them down there 9, 10 feet, you need a 1/8. This is going to fall way, way, way too slow. Okay? 1/8 is the heaviest out of what we sell. I can't say that because I do go to a 1/4 ounce. I even go to a 1/2 ounce. I don't ever leave shore without the 1/8, 1/16, and the 1/32. 1/8 is the heaviest. 1/16 is in the middle. We sell more 1/16 than we do any other weight. Well, I can't say that because the 1/32 has been coming up on it as well. Okay? Matter of fact, let me see if I can find 1/30. Here's the 1/32. If you want painted or you want colored, it's up to you. Right down there below in the description. You don't have to go there. You ain't got to do all that. Just go to camscrappyhole.com or right below in the description, you'll see the hyperlinks to all this stuff. This is the 1/32. Okay? Look, you can even see the collar on there. You see that collar on there? You see that? Help keep that plastic up on there? Okay? Well, Cam, I don't want to use a color when I'm running. Okay, cool, no problem. I'm gonna show y'all a color that I am gonna run. I'm gonna show you one that is hot. This right here is a hot color. That black and chartreuse with that candy apple red jig head, that diesel built hook. I don't fish with any other hook. And let me tell you this. When you receive your diesel built hooks, they're gonna show you why they're called diesel built. Look at that. That black with that red head, man, that's gonna be fire. I'm telling you guys right now. Black with the red head, or look, that pink. Let me see if I can show it to you. God almighty, dude, all I'm doing is just looking out the window and waiting. Look at this, that pink. Let me show it to you. That hot pink with that black and chartreuse. Look at that. Let me push it up on the collar so you get. Look at that. Did you see how that hooked me that quick? Did you see that? That's that diesel built hook, guys. That's gonna be a crazy. I'm just telling you. You mix and match whatever you have confidence in. As soon as you get these hooks, easy, pull them out the pack and look. Do that. There ain't no other hook in the world, so I'm telling you guys right now, stop searching. Your search is over with. These diesel built hooks, guys, there ain't nothing like it on the market. If you want to fish like a pro, you want to hook like a pro, come see your boy Cam at Cam's Crappie Hole. Last but not least, guys, I can finance your entire cart. You'll see up in this corner, Afterpay or Shop Pay. I'll finance everything in your cart so you don't have to break the bank. Okay? With Shop Pay, I can lend you up to $100,000. You guys have seen this on my videos. Okay? You want a new boat? I can ship you a new boat right directly to your house. I got you covered all the way around. Okay? Marley just came out. Listen, I got to get ready to close, got to get ready to run. You guys will see me come back. And, hey, man, I'm sorry that y'all are stuck with me, but this is what I do, okay? This is what I've been doing for 11 years now. I'm documented. Go to my channel. Check me out, Cam's Crappie Hole. And until next time, guys, keep those hooks wet, keep those lines tight, and we'll see you on the next turn. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm going to show you how to port from between the two largest e-commerce crappie and panfish stores in the world, okay, without having to put in your URL and do all that stuff. Okay, you see that red banner down at the bottom? It's either at the top or it's either at the bottom. Okay, right now I'm on camscrappyhole.com. You can see the slideshow going on. Okay, I'm going to show you two things: how to port between both of our stores with just one click of a button. Then I'm going to show you how to sign up for our email list, which is very, very simple, and all this stuff is free. Okay, so again, I'm on camscrappyhole.com right now. Right, you see that red banner right there? All you got to do is just click it. When you click that red banner, look, I'm at Cam's Crappie Combos. On Cam's Crappie Combos, if you want a pole just for your favorite rod, for your favorite reel, or you need a reel for your favorite rod, okay, you just pop right over to Cam's Crappie Combos, okay? We have more selection of kits in Cam's Crappie Combos as well. Look, there's that red banner again. You see that? Okay, so to click back to camscrappiehole.com, look, click that red banner. Boom, you're right back at camscrappiehole.com. Okay, now, to sign up for our email list, we send out discount codes that are time sensitive. We send them out probably 2 or 3 times a week. So it's free. It's worth your while to go into our store and just put in your email address and just punch enter. Okay, camscrappiehole.com, the same thing applies to Cam's Crappie Combos. Go all the way down to the bottom. When the store opens up, you see that? This is just the first page. Right there, right above that last video, you'll see this right here. Let me see if I can put it up there. All you have to do is, it says sign up for our mailing list. Just put in your email address and then press that red block. Boom, that's all you have to do. Okay, for Cam's Crappie Combos, look. Let's go back to Cam's Crappie Combos. There's that red banner at the top again, right? You see that? Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Look. All the way down to the bottom, and it says subscribe to our mailing list. All you have to do, guys, put in your email address right there in the yellow and hit subscribe. Simple as that. Let's get to the video. Yank!